Hello everyone, this is Steve with Greek Property Finders. Today I want to talk to you about mortgages and specifically how to obtain a mortgage here in Greece. For quite a while we didn't have any lending taking place, whether it was credit cards or mortgages as a result of the financial crisis we had about 10 years ago. But the good news is that they are now lending. So I want to go into a little bit about the criteria for mortgages here and how it might fit your needs in terms of purchasing property here in Greece. So if you are a current resident and a citizen of Greece, you can get a very good loan term. So in your case, it's going to be pretty clear, cut and dry. Basic underwriting, generally an 80% loan to value, which means that if the value of the property is 200,000, you get a loan for 160,000. The only criteria that's a little bit unusual compared to, let's say, the United States and maybe other countries is that there is an age limit tied to the loan term. So if you're up in years, like I'm in my 50s, I can only get a loan term for maybe 10, 15 years or so, whereas in the States, that doesn't come into play. So just keep that in mind that the loan term, the actual term of the years of the loan might be a little bit condensed depending on your circumstances. Now, in terms of someone who is living outside of Greece and is obtaining their income from a country outside of Greece, they are lending, which is a big plus because for a very long time, you all were considered just, a no-go for various reasons, primarily risk, and they had to liquidate many of the assets that they had, as non-performing loans. So the most basic aspect for instance, an American, a British person, and also a European person, you're looking at minimum 50% down payment. So if the property is 200,000, your loan's going to be 100,000 maximum. You would need to be in a similar job as what you have been for quite a few years. There would also need to be 3 years worth of tax returns and income to demonstrate the continuity of income, which is not that different than what's in the States and other countries. 3 months of pay stubs and loan statements if you have any credit cards or let's say other mortgages or car payment to make sure that those loans are current. You will very likely be requested to provide a credit report from your country of some sort that can be presented over to the underwriters at the bank here in Greece. Now, the funny part is the fact that very few people are going to be able to accept, maybe not at all, the language on your pay stubs and your tax returns and your credit report. So all of those things have to be translated. Now, I do have companies here that translate officially, stamped by an attorney, and then I take it over to the Bar Association to verify the legitimacy of the attorney. So there is a process involved that I can get involved in. Now, opening up an account, getting the loan application started can be done through a power of attorney, which you can designate me if you're my client or your attorney. And also a bank account has to be opened up within that same bank. Those both require wet signatures. They do not do anything at all online or in any other way. So you do have to come out here for an appointment to meet up with a bank rep and get those things accomplished. But as far as initiating everything, we can do it through a power of attorney. And that, I believe, would be the extent of what I can share with you right now. Again, the most challenging part, I think, would be the translation of documents. And each bank's going to have a slightly different criteria. So I contacted the largest bank in town. I've also contacted my bank, which is Alpha. They do loan programs slightly different. And one other company that is not as big is providing loans for individuals who are living here in Greece, not for international. So there are some specific things to be concerned about. Where it comes to commercial properties, if you're looking at something in terms of investment, it's a completely different ballgame. Underwriting is completely different. So I'm hoping to get that information at some point in the near future. The major caveat, however, is if you're interested in getting the Golden Visa, which requires a minimum purchase of over 250,000 worth of real estate, you cannot buy using a mortgage. It has to be cash. So that's the one thing that you may have to consider, how you're going to manage this. But aside from that, this is the best information I can get so far. If I do get more updates and more specifics, I will certainly share them with you. If you'd like to connect with me, it's steve@greekpropertyfinders.com. Website is greekpropertyfinders.com. Phone is country code 306975404848 on WhatsApp and on Viber. I hope you have a great day. I hope this information was useful to you. And if you have anything to share, please do send me an email and I'll be glad to incorporate that if there's something maybe perhaps that I missed that you might know about. And again, I will be adding on to this as I obtain more information from the banks. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.